You don't get there without a bottle of Whistle Pig. I'm not normally that deep.
Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining. It's Craft Beer Republic. I can't get over the little drumming that's happening over here. I am Greg. I am being joined in person by the little drummer boy herself, Deb.
Hey, friends.
Hey, thanks for coming back.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And now, all the way from Little Mexico, Wisconsin, Somos Flextromos.
How's it going, Greg? Just want to let you know that we are Flextremos.
Oh, okay. Well, hola, ¿cómo está?
Muy bien, muy bien.
Yeah. Bien. Me gusto cervezas, muchas cervezas y tacos.
Sí, y sí.
¿Dónde están los bibliotecas?
Domingo. Thank you all for listening. Thanks for making it past that little part. Find us on the socials, Craft Beer Republic, as well as Flex Me a Beer _ in between, and One Hop HOP mess for Deb on the grams. And don't forget to hashtag show us your beers. And if you're doing any shopping on the old Tavor, promo code Unfiltered will get you a few bucks off your first purchase. All right, we got a lot to get to. Flex is making faces. We have some trips to talk about. Wow. Ooh, it's distracting. We do have another performance of Master Drunk Theater, some booze news, ludicrous libation laws, and so much more. Let's kick things off and find out what it is that Flex is drinking.
In a world where craft beer is king, a world where muscles are bigger than growlers, only one tongue can guide us. One man, one tongue. One tongue jobber. In this world, we must find out what is Flex drinking.
Still good.
So good. Will it ever not be good?
Nope. Pat myself on the back every time.
Great job, Greg.
Thank you. It's not just Flex. We are all drinking compliments of Flex. Phase 3 brewing. Finally, I get to try Phase 3. Flex talks about it about every other week here on the show. And now I finally get my little paws on some. Phase 3 brewings, triadic harmonies.
Words, dude.
Words are hard. It is 10%. It is a triple IPA, and it has a 408 on Untapped. They say it's a West Coast triple IPA with Centennial, Citra, Amarillo, and Simcoe hops. Man, they are sticking to the old school classics when it comes to hops. And also, one badass can.
It's beautiful.
It's super gnarly.
I almost want this as a tattoo.
I would totally get that tattoo.
Yeah, it's pretty legit.
That is pretty sweet. It's colorful hops in like a triangular fashion.
Well, there's 3 of us in the dream team. So
oh, shit.
Get a hop triadic harmonies.
A little matching tattoo.
Yeah, I like this.
Daddy like.
All right, we got to go. Show's over. We're going to the tattoo shop. I call Top Hop.
So much room for activities.
Sorry. All right. Back to the beer with the great can.
It smells like heaven. This, to me,
Doesn't
when I
it?
smell it, this is what an IPA should smell like.
You know, off air, I was telling Deb guys that I sent Greg this beer in hopes that Deb would get a chance to drink this beer because I felt that she would really, really enjoy this.
Thank you, friend. That means a lot.
Yeah, this is phenomenal. It deserves one of these.
3 words for you. Treat yourself.
Because we are treating ourselves. Yeah, on the schnoz, I get like a lot of citrus.
Yes.
And a little bit of floral. And even like just this hint of like vanilla coming through. I don't know what that's from. I could just be making that up. On the tongue jobber.
Tons of that pine. Tons of the
Definitely.
classic pine.
Yes.
Citrus, pine forest, dank as fuck.
Yes. That's all of that is absolutely fair. This is like my favorite combination of hops. And
you can't go wrong.
And honestly, it's like a magical little symphony of them.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention the color is tremendous.
It's beautiful.
It's like a golden, almost like a murky golden yellow.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this, at 10%, I find this to be shockingly crushable.
Yeah.
At 10%.
Dude, it's crazy.
Like you get a little bit of the
absolutely
warmth.
obnoxious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You get a little bit of the warmth, but you'd never be like, oh yeah, it's double digit.
Right.
Yeah. It's a little dangeroso.
Oh yeah. If anything, you might drink it and be like, oh yeah, this is a double.
Right.
Maybe we're hovering around like a 7.5.
Yeah.
But yeah, these guys they hide that so well.
A couple of these will be talking like an Alaskan in no time. Yes, beer tender.
A couple of these I'll be passed out on my couch.
Yeah. Need them crutches. Flex, thank you so much for sending this out. This is delicious.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
great.
you're very welcome. I couldn't be happier that you guys enjoyed it.
I couldn't be happier to be enjoying it. All right, like I said, lots to get to. Another hopefully tasty beer. We'll find out in a few. First, Flex, you just got back from the penis trip of a lifetime. I mean, tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong. They're just giant dicks everywhere. So yes, I just got back. Me and the family went to Disney World.
Mm-hmm.
We spent 6 days down there.
So jealous.
And the dicks we are referring to, if anybody out there who's listening wants to search this, we stayed at the Caribbean Beach Resort, and that's all you have to Google.
Yeah.
The dicks speak for themselves.
Do you like Caribbean Beach Resort pool? And you're guaranteed to see the dicks.
I'm going to do this right now.
You don't even have to do pool.
Yeah.
The dicks are, it's like the dicks are there.
Dicks aplenty.
The dicks will come.
As per usual.
So it was a blast. The kids loved it. I loved drinking around the world in Epcot.
So good.
I was a big fan of that. I had Deb's laughing over here.
She has just Googled.
The second picture is just this giant ass dick.
So big, just structures of dicks. I actually had some super gnarly beers down there. I've heard a lot of good things about Ivanhoe Park in the Orlando area.
Okay.
And I had their rice lager. Can't remember what country that was in, but it was actually Japan.
See, it sounds like a sushi lager.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. It was in Japan. So that was super rad. I had another one of their beers in Canada where they had like an apple orchard thing, and they had 3 ciders, and then they had 3 apple beers, or apple inspired beers, I should say. And the best one of those was the Ivanhoe Park's green apple sour. Light, tart, really good, green apple flavor on that, and it even had like a cool lightish green bright color to it. So that was
awesome.
pretty cool too. But the absolute best beer that I had there, and I couldn't believe it because it actually wasn't even in a country. It was at this little stand right as you make your way into the World Showcase.
Oh, sure.
And it never had a line, which I couldn't believe. And it was, I honestly couldn't. And it was the first beer I got when I was there, and not one beer held a torch to that for the rest of the trip. It was the Parish Brewing. Let's see if I remember. It was a black currant Pinot Noir grape sour.
That sounds fancy as fuck.
Yeah.
It was fancy, but more importantly, it was fucking delicious. And all I wanted to do was drink this beer for the remainder of my trip and bring some home with me, and then fill up my bathtub with it and just bathe in this beer. It was that good.
Mommy, where's Daddy? Well, he's still at the first beer stand he saw.
For real though, my wife's plan, was to eat around the world. It was her birthday.
Oh, cool.
Big fan of a lot of the food in France that they have there. And
dude, the fish and chips in England are baller.
the fish and chips, dude, I took a picture of it. The piece of fish we got was the size of my forearm.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't even believe it. But
So
yes,
good.
they have the best fish and chips there. So then I was actually stopping at more places to drink than she was stopping at to eat. So
Proud of you.
being her birthday, she was, starting to get a little bit like, I'm not going to say pissed off, but just kind of like, all right, like, let's go. Like, it's my birthday, not yours.
Have you had enough yet, husband?
The answer to that would be no, I did not have enough.
That's awesome. You know, the last time I was there drinking around the world, it's like you go to Canada, you get Labatt Blue. You know, it's garbage like that. I mean, it's been like probably 9 or 10 years since I've been to Disney World. So, but yeah, it was like the big, you know, whatever Bud Light version of that country's beer whenever you go around the country, and nothing local or anything cool like that when I was there.
So I've never been to Disney World, and I messaged Flex something stupid.
Oh my gosh, this was hilarious.
Because he's posting all these pictures.
Right.
And I was like, wow, those animals look really realistic.
I know where this is going.
And I was like, hey, buddy, are those like real animals? And what Flex is like, yeah, bro. Like, they're real animals.
I was just like, yeah, ...
Right.
Like,
What did you gave me some statistic. You like Flex like busted out the stats. Like, what
Flex
did you
facts.
say? Like, there's like more animal land there than what it was.
oh yeah,
I can't remember what you said.
the Kilimanjaro safaris in Animal Kingdom. You know, they have like the wildlife
Right.
preserve there, and the amount of land in their wildlife preserve is so big that they can fit the entire park of Magic Kingdom into that preserve.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was like, in my head, I was thinking he's just like on the fucking Jungle Cruise or whatever. And they got these like really bomb animatronics. I don't know.
Man, theirs is way better than ours.
I had no idea. I felt so stupid.
Where's Headhunter Sam?
Right?
Well, so then I asked her about her. I was like, why would they be fake? And then she said that all the animals at the California Disneyland are
They're
fake.
fake.
Well, yeah, on Jungle Cruise, that's all we have is Jungle Cruise. Like, there's a Jungle Cruise at Disney World too.
okay.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, we went on
Similar.
that one.
Yeah, we don't have like a cool animal safari
Right.
or anything like that.
Oh yeah, you should get one because they're awesome.
Yeah, I'll let them know.
Pull some strings just like that Nighthawk for your wedding.
Right. Nice pullback. Yeah, the Kilimanjaro Safari is really cool. A couple of times we've been on there and been like blocked by animals because they don't block the road. Like the animals can just do whatever the fuck they
don't.
want.
They do whatever they want.
So like, there's been a few times I've been on it and they're like, well, there's an elephant. We're gonna be here for a few minutes.
That's really
Yeah.
rad.
Or we went almost 10 years ago, me and the wife. A giraffe actually was walking by the safari truck and stuck his head in the vehicle and
nice.
started licking one of the passengers.
That's pretty cool.
So it's like, yeah, they don't stop, anything, because it's all for the animals.
Can't
Yeah.
get that from an animatronic.
No.
and if you do, something's wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
Or I could just come by and, lick you, I guess. And just close your eyes and pretend it's a giraffe.
You gotta have a lot of that black currant Pinot Noir before.
Deal. It's a deal. It's done.
Oh, I miss Disney World. Not to just fucking totally nerd out, but good times at Disney World.
Galaxy's Edge, Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
That was amazing.
I haven't even been to our Star Wars out here.
I haven't either.
I just don't care. I'm so sorry to both of you.
Rude.
Yeah. I gave up my pass right when Star Wars Land opened
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't want to deal with the crowds. I don't care about Star Wars, and I just don't want to deal with the crowds of it. And then that happened to be about 3 months before Rona hit, so it's perfect timing.
Right.
So I'm not a huge Star Wars buff myself, right? I actually just last winter, it was like through November to January, was the first time I ever watched any and all of the Star Wars movies.
Oh.
First time ever.
Better late than never.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I became a fan. I don't understand how people get all wrapped up in it and become, obsessed with it, as I'm sitting with the Captain America background all over my wall. So I didn't get it, but, I enjoy Star Wars and for what it is. But like walking into this part of the theme park, it was nothing short of amazing, to tell you the truth.
It's pretty cool.
Like I could have spent all day there.
I've seen the original 3, and then I saw the one with Jar Jar Binks,
Oh, fuck.
and then I was done.
Go back and at least watch Rogue One.
Okay.
Because that's
Dude,
that's beautiful.
Revenge of the Sith is probably like maybe the best ever. It's like
Okay.
definitely top 3 of all the Star Wars films.
All right.
I mean, you've seen them all, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're a Star Wars nerd.
I don't want to turn this into the Deb's Star Star Wars shows.
That's a different
'cause
podcast.
If I get into it, if I allow myself to engage further
Sure.
in this conversation,
Then
it's going to go way off the rails.
Uh-huh.
So,
Fair. That's
but
fair.
yeah,
I appreciate your restraint.
yeah, I'm trying.
All right, we'll carry on then. Well, I'm super jealous of your dick trip, and I can't wait to go to the dick resort myself.
The dick resort. You have to. If you go, you have to stay there.
I at least have to visit the pool because just penis galore.
The dick cannons.
Dick Cannon.
Biggest dicks.
It's my
you've
favorite
ever
rapper,
seen.
Dick Cannon.
Dick Cannon.
Cannon.
I think he's got like 7 kids.
Yeah, couple with Mariah Carey. It's quite the cannon.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Quite the cannon.
So I did a little trip as well, not nearly as exciting as Flex's. I went up to the Central Coast. We have a couple friends that live in Lompoc, California.
Oh, and you did 2 years there and you'll die before you go back?
Yeah, exactly.
Wasn't that what Vin Diesel said?
I think so.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a real place.
Oh, unfortunately it is. Lompoc.
So I went to a place with dicks, and you went to Longpoke.
Yes. Lompoc with an M.
With an M.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was too good to be true.
Longpoc. Oh, that would have been even better. No, so we went to Lompoc, and let's be honest, it's not the destination for everybody. We have a couple friends that live there, and they actually have a really nice house, and their area of Lompoc is really nice. But what was fun was on the way up, I mean, we had fun with them, obviously, but on the way up, we stopped at M Special Brewing, their State Street and Santa Barbara tap room, as well as Third Door Brewing, which I'm a big fan of. Have you had Third Door? Third Window.
Third
Sorry.
Window, yeah. I have had their beer when they first opened, but not since, so I don't know.
Yeah, it was good times, and then we kind of made our way up, got into Lompoc, and had quite a few beverages there.
Yeah.
And then, on the way out, we stopped in Solvang, and we went to this place called the Back Room. Penises and back rooms. And,
Sign me up.
Poking.
yeah. And cocaine. And,
VIP lounge.
it's this very small bottle shop / homebrew shop. And then like you have to know where the fake door is. And you can go through and they have like 10 beers on tap. And,
Yeah. So Brian
That sounds
and I,
really cool.
We were up there not that long ago, and we knew where it was. We found it, but we didn't. I had the kids.
Mm-hmm. So I've heard of it. I've heard it's great. My buddy who lives in there used to go there all the time pre-pandemic. He hadn't been there in a while, and we walked in. Now you have to be a member. It used to be like anybody could go in. Now you have to be a member. And if they're not busy, you can pay like $5 to get in per person, whatever. So we're like, all right, it's an experience. We'll do it. But that's a good beers on tap, good beers in the fridge as well. Brought a few back. So nice little beer research weekend. It was my buddy's birthday, so it was funny. He poor guy doesn't know who he's dealing with. We get up there and he's like, "Oh, look at the beers I have in the fridge." And he had some cool stuff I'd never had before, some local things, some a couple of pures I had never had, and cool. I was like, "Cool." And he's like, "Yeah, so tomorrow for my birthday, he's telling me who's coming over." And I was like, "All right, so we're gonna need more beer, right?" He's like, "What do you mean?" He had like 3 or 4 4-packs. And he's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "You're gonna need. I'll go pick up like a multi-pack of of something basic, like some Firestone or something, something good, but nothing crazy." He's like, "No, I think we're good." I was like, "First of all, you're gonna share your good stuff with everybody?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's fine." I was like, "Okay, we still need more beer though." And he's like, "What? I mean, not everybody's drinking beer." And I was like, "But like, and I started naming off the people. I was like, these 4 or 5 people are gonna have beer, and they're not gonna have one each." And he's like, I was like, "All right, you're right." So the next day, his wife's like, "I think we need some ice." I was like, "I'll get it." Ran to the store, got some ice, and came back with a couple multi-packs. He's like, "You didn't have to do that." I was like, "I didn't have to. I didn't want to be the reason you ran out of beer."
You're gonna be like sitting there
Right
itching
on.
with hives.
Yeah, like I've only had 2.
Yeah, been there before.
In the end, it was a good thing. Oh, the nice thing was he didn't have to break out his good beer at all. So we went through all the multi-pack stuff. There's like a couple left. And then once everybody left, he broke out some of his good beers, and him and I were drinking the good
Oh,
beers.
cool.
And that's the way
That's
to do
really
it. You
cool.
don't. The guy who just wants a fucking Bud Light, don't give him your super cool pure project you picked
right,
up.
because
And
they're not gonna appreciate it.
No.
Agreed.
in fact, they'll probably dislike it if they're wanting something shitty. So
Right.
But anyways, fun trip. Now this week the wife is out of town. She's in Vegas for some work things, and
Work things.
well, yeah, His middle name is Work.
She's at the dick pool.
She's at the dick pool. Yeah.
But the real dick pool.
Well, it's funny. Like, she's going out of town, and my first reaction is like, bed to myself. I am just gonna like spread out and sleep. And then
Okay, so let me ask you a question about that real quick. When you get the bed to yourself, do you actually sleep in the middle, or do you still find yourself going to your side of the bed?
So nowadays, I stick to my side, but that is because we get ready for hoity-toity time. We have a sleep number, and if you sleep in the middle, you're not sleeping on the air
Your
part.
number.
Yeah, you're not sleeping on your number, right?
Can I ask a question, a follow-up question on your
Please.
sleep number? So, do you guys like cuddle?
Yeah.
How do you do that then? If the middle is
Oh, it's not like unbearable.
okay,
It's just it's like structured with foam, and so but it's only a couple inches wide or whatever, just to separate the two air sacs,
Okay.
if you will.
air sacs. That's
Air
super
sacs.
sexy.
So it's like it's nothing I would want.
Dicks and air sacs.
Dicks and sacs. Welcome to the Craft Beer Republic, everybody.
Dicks and sacs and dicks and sacs and dicks and sacs.
So it's not something you would necessarily want to sleep on, especially if you want like a specific number, firmness, whatever. But it's not like, oh god, the fucking middle of the bed. It's not like steel or
Okay.
something. So nowadays, no, I don't take up the entire bed, but I do like kind of spread the arms out. And,
The X formation.
Yeah, it's a good stretch.
Yeah, the DX formation. And I always had this feeling of like, wife's out of town, let's fucking cause some trouble. Like, let's drink a bunch. And I'm like, what am I going to do? I got to watch the dog and I got to work tomorrow. Like, what the fuck am I going to do?
Right.
It's so stupid. One time she went out of town and like, it was the weekend. She was going for like a baby shower or something. And I hung out with Nick and Nicole, and we had some fun. We got fucking schmammered and like did karaoke somewhere. But
Nice.
yeah, not me. I watched. But overall, it's always like, yeah, wife's out of town. Let's go crazy and do nothing. This is gonna be
The last
exciting.
time my wife went out of town and I went crazy, it was her bachelorette party. And my buddy Kevin came over. We hit up the local Mexican joint because they used to have an early happy hour and a late happy hour.
Did you walk in and say "Somos Flextremos"?
Sí. I said, "Más cervezas, por favor." No, so we hit up this place for the early happy hour, and we each drank a pitcher of margaritas each.
Nice.
And I was so effed up, schmammered, if you will, that I had to call my father to come over to let my dog out because I could not physically get off the couch.
Perfect.
So yeah, that last time Flex did a little solo fun,
A little solo work for Flex there.
Oh yeah, that was never again.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Enough about me and my debauchery. What about you? Anything good over the weekend?
My brother and my sister-in-law were in town.
Nice.
They live in Portland, and they came down to visit. It was actually my brother's 40th birthday week.
They come down to put a
Happy
bird
birthday, Deb's brother.
Yeah, thank you. So we see them like a couple times a year. And so even though it was my brother's birthday, he showed up at the house with a gift for us, which was a very large bottle of Whistle Pig.
Oh.
And we drank a very large bottle of Whistle Pig.
Bottle no longer exists.
Yeah.
It's now a souvenir.
So it's actually kind of funny.
Flower vase.
A year ago, I quit smoking. And my anniversary date is my brother's birthday.
Oh, nice.
Not intentionally. It just happened that way.
Sure.
My brother is a smoker. And so after we had gotten pretty far into the bottle of the Whistle Pig, he, was kind of trying to figure out, I need more cigarettes. How am I going to get cigarettes? And I said, I have a pack of cigarettes in the center console of my car that's been there for over a year. It's my last pack. And I just never threw it out. And I kind of look at it sometimes there and I get a little chuckle like, look at this pack of cigarettes. I've never thrown it out. So I went and I got it out of the car and my brother smoked them.
Nice.
Year-old, stale, probably somehow tasted like whatever the hell else was in the center console,
Sure.
pennies and,
Wet hay.
Uh-huh. And
Is it a Saison?
Right. And I gotta tell you, I felt really good that I quit smoking, and I don't do that kind of shit anymore where you're so desperate for that fix that you will smoke a year-old piece of shit cigarette.
Yeah. That's
Well, let's hope that's not bad juju for you, taking your memoriam out of your center console. And
It felt like the universe was saying, because it was my brother's birthday and that was my quit date, like this was okay. This was me releasing those cigarettes back into the wild, and now
Swim free.
and now I can move on with my life.
Yeah, you'd rehab them back to life.
Yeah.
And now
that's
you can set them free.
fucking deep, Deb. That is deep.
You don't get there without a bottle of Whistle Pig. I'm not normally that deep.
Shit.
How was the next morning? Were you good?
You know what? Ironically, I felt like $1 million, and my poor husband, intern Brian, did not.
Less than $1 million?
Less than $1 million.
That's because what? Your brother turns 40 and you're probably turning 29, right?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Those kids young.
I know. I'm young and hip and cool. Still.
I'm hip. I'm with it.
Oh.
Because that's what young people do, is they say, I'm hip.
Right. They have to convince you with words.
Right?
And dance moves.
Right. From 25 years ago.
Oh, my God.
Oh. Well, if you're going to get fucked up on a huge bottle of whiskey, Whistle Pig's not a bad way to go.
It is not. And that was the rye. And it was honestly quite delicious.
Yeah, nothing wrong there.
Yeah.
Well, very good. Sounds like we all had quite the weekends, and Flex had a week of dicks. So good times had
So
by
many.
all. Yeah, so
Can't even stress enough how many and how big.
And if you look at the pictures from every angle.
right.
Didn't matter where you went.
You're right. We better be careful. They're going to think we're sponsored by Disney the way we're talking about, though.
I think they're going to think we're sponsored by Dick's, not Disney.
Dixney.
Dick's, the official sponsor of Craft Beer Republic.
Right. Oh, dear. All right. Before we move on to our next beer of the night that Deb and I are going to enjoy, I do believe it's time we class this place up just a little bit. A little class, a little refinement. It is time for Master Drunk Theater. I will set the scene. It is a windy night in Brandon's hotel room. He's had a few too many to drink, and he's glad that he won't be working for a couple of days. And then John, his manager, texts him, "Hey Brandon, we're short-staffed for the rest of the year because Sarah just quit without any warning. We're really backed up, so I'm going to need you to come in during Thanksgiving this year. Don't be shocked if you have to come in during Christmas Eve and Christmas Day too."
I already told you 3 weeks ago I need that week off and you agreed. Now you're changing your mind? I will not be working Thanksgiving. And if you ask again, I will not be working for you at all anymore.
Brandon, we've had to set expectations with you multiple times this year. Coming in is the least you can do. Your PTO request has been denied. I'm not asking you to come in. I'm telling you that you have to.
And I'm telling you that you'll have no worker at all. I quit. End scene.
Enough with the roses, please. You're hitting me in the face.
Stop it. Stop.
Sorry, those were dicks.
Lots of dicks.
Nailed it.
Yes. Thank you to Brandon for sending that in to mail@craftbeerrepublic.com. If you guys are quitting with your boss over something or just have a great drunken conversation you'd like us to act out on Master Drunk Theater, please send it to us.
What I don't understand is how these bosses can actually, how they're just such dicks. I mean, I know that's the theme of the show, but
is that going to be the name of the episode?
It's going to have to be at this point.
Just dicks. Yes. But yeah, the fact that they can get so, just big boss man via text, like they're going to be powerful through, words like that. It kills me. And then to just be heartless like that.
Yes, please send us your Master Drunk Theater. Scripts, if you will.
I also think that there should be a backstory.
Yeah.
When they're sending over their scripts, there should be a little bit of backstory.
Little context.
Because I have some questions about this one.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, but you will not have any more days off for the rest of the year because Sarah quit. But I'm thinking there was just the two of them. So what did Sarah do?
Yeah, how important was Sarah at that place?
What was her job title?
Yeah, apparently
also, why did she quit? Did she move?
Probably because this guy's a dick.
Or maybe the boss is a dick.
Yeah.
Is she having a baby? I mean, there's a lot of reasons why you leave a job, and I'm just quite curious what happened to Sarah.
Yeah, set the scene for us when you send us these scripts, please.
Yeah, Brandon, what happened?
Yeah, do tell, Brandon. Do tell.
Also, where was Brandon going on his PTO request? Right? He needed the time off. Is it really just to spend Thanksgiving with his family, or is he going on vacation, or
he's going to the dick pool?
The dick pool at Disney.
Right.
It's a great place, Brandon. It's a great place.
Lots of dicks. Oh gosh. I have to cut like half that out. Apple's going to take us off the podcast app. There's no way I can call the show Dicks. They will definitely take.
They're
us
gonna
down.
move you from like the lifestyle category to like the X-rated, mature rating 18+.
We go back up to number 1 in Finland.
The Finnish love this. They love dicks.
They do love dicks. Hey Finland, let us know.
It just keeps going.
Oh God, it just keeps growing. Ludicrous libation laws. This one comes from Vermont. Apparently in Vermont, state law prohibits carrying or drinking alcohol while dancing.
What?
You can guarantee I will never, ever dance in Vermont.
What do they do at weddings?
Apparently they don't dance. Because do people dance sober? Is that a thing? Do people do this?
Well, guilty is charged here. But, I mean, the drinks, they're delicious while I do it.
Uh-huh.
I'm just a big dancer.
Every white person has this move too.
The Elaine?
You know, when you're doing, but you got your drink in your hand.
Right.
So you're kind of like
slowly
with
classic.
the arms up, but like you're not moving them real. You're not like fist pumping, you know. You're
Well, the
just
drink
kinda
is your excuse for
slow.
being a bad dancer.
Right.
You're like, I can't do too much. I got this drink in my hand.
Right.
Yeah. That's the only way I'll dance is if I have drink
What
in
do
my
you
hand.
even what do you call that move?
White people dancing.
Wait, okay.
All right. Before we get into some news, let us tell you about what we are drinking with a call to the pen.
He calls to the bullpen for
beer.
Yeah, he does. Deb was nice enough to bring over a fancy can.
Yeah.
If anybody shops by can art, paperback is the way to go.
Yeah. Fancy.
I like fancy cans.
fancy cans. Love them.
Love some great cans. This show, man. This is the one that'll never make air. Paperback Brewing Company, raised by dingoes, and Paperback Brewing always has the best can art. This is an IPA, 6.6%, 46 IBUs, has a 3.8 on Untapped. From the brewery, they say, this reimagined Australian IPA travels to the Southern Hemisphere to boast loads of Galaxy and Nelson hops.
Loads.
Good night, everybody. Double dry hopped for maximum aroma and a smooth bitterness for total crushability. Crikey. They said that. I didn't add that.
I've lost my mojo.
Okay.
What makes it an Australian IPA?
I believe the hops, the Nelson and the Galaxy,
Yeah.
come from down under.
Southern Hemisphere.
Okay, right on.
So I absolutely love this can graphic. Greg's gonna post a picture for everybody to see it, but it's really cool. It is like it looks like it's from the 60s.
Yeah.
And it's like the dingoes, and then there's like an actual human child in between them, like a mom and a dad and the kid.
Yeah, it's like what's that Saturday Evening Post style of
I don't know.
magazine cover.
Anyway, it's very, very clever, and this brewery honestly has the coolest can art. The beer is good.
And
Very
that's
good.
I'm sold.
Drinking anything after this phase 3, it's not going to taste as good as this beer did.
That's true.
And this beer also kind of blows the palate out a little bit.
A little bit.
I mean, this isn't a big boy or anything, but I don't know. It's not as good as the first one.
Yeah, I agree. I don't get much on the nose on this one.
But it's good. Like, it's good. It's not...
There's nothing offensive about it.
Yeah, it's not spectacular.
Yeah, flavor-wise, it just kind of is. You know, you get your little bit of hops up front. It's got a little bit of, I don't know, that'd be like stone fruit on the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Some dankness, and then it just kind of drops off for
Yeah.
me. And you're right. We could have blown out our palates. Look, not to talk major amounts of shit. I've been real hit and miss with paperback. Their can art is a 10 out of 10 every time.
Every time.
Their beers, some are really good and some are not as good. So, you know, it happens.
They have another beer that I really like. It's called, it's like a series bunny with a chainsaw.
Mm-hmm.
And the can graphic is so freaking cute. But they have a blue bunny with a chainsaw. And that one has like a little hint of blueberry flavor to it.
Mm.
And that beer is like top notch.
Haven't had that one. Just
Yeah.
the regular bunny.
Yeah. Good. Not great.
Yeah.
Room for improvement.
Yeah, it's fine. Not drain pour by any means.
Not at all.
No, it's very drinkable. All right. Little booze news. Sunday. Sunday. Domingo. November 28th. The third annual Small Brewery Sunday returns. Basically, it's an excuse for us to go out to breweries to support local and to just go drink a lot.
I love excuses to drink a lot.
Yeah. Well, there you have it.
What day of the week is that?
It's a Sunday because it's
Sunday.
Sunday. You literally said it 3 times about 10 seconds ago.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
did happen.
Yeah, that did happen.
Yeah. So, anyways, get out to your local breweries on Sunday, November 28th. Drunk teen shoots himself in the knee. This comes out of New Delhi.
'Cause why?
Well, here you go. An 18-year-old youth accidentally shot himself while intoxicated in southwest Delhi's Kapashera on Friday. Police said the man was partying in a guest house when the incident happened. One of the man's friends was carrying a pistol. The youth tried to fire the pistol while drunk, but ended up firing at his knee. Cops said he tried to cook up a robbery story to explain the injury, but the narrative was busted during the investigation. A few people have been apprehended in the case. So basically, he got drunk, was waving a pistol around, accidentally shot himself, was like, well, I got robbed. And they're like, no, you didn't.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, it really is.
But also, it said 18-year-old youth. So when are you an adult in New Delhi?
Oh, that's a good question. I imagine then.
Hopefully.
I finally ended with this one. 3 2021 craft beer ingredient flavor trends that Tavour is picking up on. This comes from Tavour. 3 big trends flavor-wise. Tavour, excuse me. What is wrong with me? 3 big trends that Tavour has noticed. Number 1, IPA's newest friend, Phantasm powder, which I think sounds like a cocaine.
I've only ever had one of the beers with the Phantasm, and it was a phase 3, and it was actually really fucking good. So
yeah, I had one from Alaskan Brewing with the Phantasm powder. In fact, it's the one I drank when I guested on the Booze League podcast a couple weeks ago.
Lose League.
Lose League.
Oh.
So waiting for them to pay up.
League.
For those who don't know what Phantasm powder is, the skins from New Zealand's most heavily farmed wine grapes have a ton of thiols in them, the same stuff that produces the aromatic characteristics in hops. Primarily, though the influence of Phantasm powder is olfactory, the aromas of the hops used in the boil are amplified with an added punch of white wine notes and dank backbone. The flavors and aromas of Phantasm powder brew are pungent and bold, and all IPA fans should keep their eyes out for this new ingredient in bottle shops and tap rooms, or right now on Tavour, as they say in their little article here. So basically it just intensifies the hop flavor, and I didn't realize it was made from grapes. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I didn't either. That's cool. But pungent. It definitely makes it very pungent.
Yes. Number 2, straight out of Oaxaca, mezcal barrels are the new jam. That is unfortunate. I'd hate tequila tasting beers.
I actually haven't had one. I've been wanting to try one because I myself enjoy some, as my picture of margarita story, I enjoy myself some tequila.
Yeah, I'm not a huge tequila fan, mainly because the night never ends well when I drink it. Whenever I have a beer that's been aged in tequila barrels, I always get that little bit of like gag reflex from when, like when you're drinking tequila straight, and maybe it's not the best tequila. You get a little as you drink it.
Yeah.
That's how I get when I drink these beers. Are you a fan? Have you had any?
So I had that ranch water seltzer.
Okay.
And
I've heard of it.
And that is like mezcal flavored or whatever. The commercial actually for those seltzers reminds me a lot of the song for this show. It's
really?
It's rugged, and they got their trucks and their cowboys.
Don't say you're rugged.
And they're like building a
rugged.
fire, and they're all wearing flannels. and I thought, this looks like a cool. See?
Yeah.
This is perfect for the
Drink some ranch water,
Yeah.
bitches.
So I bought it because I thought it would make me badass.
Wear your flannels.
It doesn't taste good, and I actually started giving it out to people, like guests that were like,
Yeah.
"Do you the seltzer drinking type? Like, do you want a seltzer? Here you go." And nobody wanted it.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
It was bad.
Yeah.
So,
And the seltzer type will usually drink anything.
Right.
Drinking seltzers.
but no,
Exactly.
It's not good. Sorry, ranch water.
Our newest sponsor, Ranch Water. Ooh,
Right.
that didn't go well.
The new ranch water.
The new ranch water.
Dick flavor.
We bring teabag to a new level. Number 3, the new Lunchbox Hero Peanut Butter Sandwich Beer. Tavour reports a wave of peanut butter hitting the market. Since 2019, the online retailer has seen a 35% increase in the number of peanut butter beers offered in their app.
That sounds very accurate.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with some peanut butter beers. The ones that actually taste like peanuts
I love it.
and peanut butter, yeah, like those are good. It's the ones that taste like fake peanut flavoring that make me want to vom.
Right.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Belching Beaver. Your peanut butter beer is not good.
Who was it that made the syntax? Was that Mother Earth?
It sounds right.
That was a peanut butter stout, and it was really good.
14 Cannons peanut butter is,
Their peanut butter cup.
yeah, the peanut butter cup.
That is so
14
good.
cannons.
Yeah.
They sound so
Oh.
good.
But he uses real peanut powder, like it's real
Yeah.
peanuts in there.
No,
Wow.
that is a delightful beer.
I don't have it often. It's not like an everyday beer, but when I do, it's
It's a treat.
we gotta get some 14 Cannons out to Fleximus out there.
Or I'll just come out to 14 cannons.
There we go. How about we
One-
don't send
one
you
day.
any? That way you'll want to come out.
Deal.
Deal. That's it. That's all we got. A lot of dicks today. Lots of dicks. Dick heavy episode.
This is a phallic episode.
Definitely was. Of penile proportions.
I'm really sorry. I don't know what.
As if it's all your fault.
I feel like it is. I feel like every time I'm on the show, it devolves into like some weird phallic debauchery. I don't know.
I'm going to hit a little music here. We're going to get on out of here. Hello to Vanessa. Thanks if you've made it this far.
Hey, Vanessa.
Hey, Vanessa.
Thanks to everyone else for listening. Find us at craftbeerrepublic.com or Craft Beer Republic on the socials. Find Deb at 1hop, H-O-P, mess, and Flex at FlexMeABeer with underscores in between. You can email us, mail at craftbeerrepublic.com. Send us in your conversations for Master Drunk Theater. And, of course, 805-538-BEER-2337. I do believe that's everything. I hope everyone is staying very well hydrated. And on that note, good night, everybody.
Florida A&M University established the Medical Marijuana Education and Research Initiative known as MARY to help educate diverse communities about medical marijuana as well as the potential consequences to health and well-being from the unlawful use. They invite you to learn more. Knowledge is power. Visit mmeri.famu.edu. That's mmeri.famu.edu. And follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. MARY. Educate, learn, talk.
They stood with us every single step of the way, and that's why I love Joe DiMaggio Hospital.
All hospitals are definitely not created equal, and this one is by far the best place to be.
You're in the best hands that anybody can ask for.
Each day it gets better and better.
Just the love and the experience that you get when you come here.
They don't have to tell us that they love our children. They show it to us every single day.
To help more families catch the love, support Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital at jdch.com/give.